And 3, 2, 1, clap.
Hi.
Hi. So me and Daniel, Junior Team Morgan Bassmaster, we're going to go to where?
Saratoga.
Saratoga Lake tomorrow. I haven't done the video for me and Joseph being at Saratoga Lake, but by the time you see this, you will see that we have won that one, and now we're going up 3 days later, and we're going on to the same lake. Hope I didn't hurt him too bad. But while we were up there fishing, this happened. So it's supposed to look like that, and now it looks like that. So I already broke my first prop. So I find that that Lowrance prop is definitely not as durable as the Minn Kota prop. This is normally what they look like when I get done with them. Them little cups are gone. They're pretty beat up. They got big chunks out of them. I run them into the ground. I bang them up in the logs and rocks and all that stuff. And I like to get shallow. I like to get shallow that the boat hardly floats. And I just like to do that. If I had a preference to do that, that's what I would. But the day I bought this, the first thing I did was order a new prop.
What blade?
I've already ordered a second new one, so we'll have one on. And I got a Bob's Machine Shop nut coming for quick deal, so I can do it quick on the thing. So this guy's going to help me do it. What size? 17 millimeters, 17 million meters. The old snap-on flex head ratchet. Why do I have snap-on ratchets? Because I used to fix bobcats for a living 20 years ago, and I still have this stuff, and it still works just fine. So lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Yep.
Put that on there. I'll hold on to it. You put your hand right there, and you pull back with that.
To me?
Yep. See, it's only 15 inch-pounds. It's not a lot, but it is a lock nut. And I've already got a little pill bottle. Joe, if you would be so kind, could you jump up in there and get the pill bottle with the extra pins and nuts and washers for the props?
Pins, nuts,
I like to try to be prepared because I expect that this stuff is going to happen on a regular basis. So we are going to replace the prop and then drain the water out of the pedal tray because it's full of water. The thing something must have plugged the hole. Yep, that's the one. Just take a little pill bottle. It's got all the Minn Kota nuts and pins and extra lock nuts and all that stuff, because it's only a nylon lock nut. So once these get a little worn out, then it just becomes like a regular nut. Oh, and lo and behold, look what's behind there, Daniel. And this is why I want the quick nut, so that we can take this on and off quickly.
Oh my God, that does not smell that good.
So I don't have fishing line, but I do have weeds, because it likes to wrap the weeds around the propeller instead of cutting them.
Smell it. Smells.
If anybody has an idea on how to do that, because if I put something on here on the hub, like some guys would epoxy a knife edge, it steps down and then it steps down again on the prop. So if I put something there to cut the weeds, I'd have to be able to remove it every time I take the prop off. And that's going to be challenging, to say the least. I don't know how thick the housings are. Maybe drill, self-tap something in there, or drill and tap and put short stubby screws, you know, something like that. But so that did not sound good. Sound like it introduced itself to fiberglass. All right, so now we have the new prop, the new nut. The pin is still straight. The pin is not bent. There's no line in there, but there was a ton of weeds. I still keep this just in case I ever needed one. So we don't get rid of that. We get the new nylock lock nut, washer in there. And then now, Daniel, we put not the broken prop, but the new prop on. Okay. And maybe sharpen the edges. I don't know if that's going to work. I don't know what that's going to do. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, and for us ignorant mechanics, It says right on it, on and off. So if you want to put the nut on, which way do you set it? To on.
Yeah, and I already did that.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you meant like right or left.
Lefty loosey, righty tighty. And then Joseph, do you know where the zip tie
Green
box is in the shed?
Walk into the
With
shed
the
all
zip
way to
ties?
the left, okay?
Because
Hello?
these little things, man,
Walk all the way to the back of the
they're
box.
already loosening them up.
I mean, walk
This
in
has
the
been
boxes and stuff, the green
it's
one,
been
okay?
tough.
Is it big?
I can't get the trolling motor up high enough to get into the super shallow water. I might have to build a little spacer up here just to put the trolling motor down, because this won't turn on if it's too far up. So I can't just run it right down just below the surface of the water. So that's going to kind of affect the way that I've been fishing. All right, so I'll hold it and you start tightening it. Okay, let's keep going. So hold it a second till that nylock grabs. There you go. Now you can start going. See how much tighter that is, but how loose it was when it came off? That's the difference between a wasted nylock and a new nylock. And you wouldn't want to put it on with a power wrench to just drill it right down there, because the heat that's going to be built up will sometimes melt that. So now we'll have no problem not vibrating tomorrow. So it's not off balanced. Okay, hold it. Okay, so now we're tight. Now you got to do 15 inch-pounds, which is basically a little over a foot-pound. And that's it. And then that's it. Just like that, we got a new prop. And then after you make your first fishing stop, you pull it up, you check it, just make sure it's not wobbling, make sure it's still tight. I absolutely love this trolling motor, except for this weedlessness. Green and black.
Yeah.
No, it's on the side next to the toolbox, on the shelf next to the toolbox. So if you're looking at the toolbox, it's on this shelf where all the plastic 3600 boxes are. What's that?
Okay.
Daniel will show you. All right, so that's it. Now we're gonna start getting our stuff ready for Saratoga for tomorrow. 2 baits. That's it. I will still keep this in the shed as an absolute emergency spare. Maybe I'll experiment with it. I'll reshape the blade. I'll do something. I don't know. I even got a big old dink on the back end of it. I don't know how I got a dink on the back end, but I'm assuming because of the torque that these things have. But that kind of disappointed me. You know, these Minn Kotas. This one is actually pretty good. That one's actually pretty good, but they had just as big a wing on them as that Lowrance does, and you can see I just wear them suckers out. I've never broken the weedless wedge. I've worn them down to where that little piece here was gone. I've broken these things off of them. I get up shallow and I do a lot of bumping and grinding. I do a lot of banging. And they end up looking like that. So now this just grabs the weeds. It's not balanced anymore, vibrates. And that's why I do that. Thank you, Joseph, for getting the zip ties. So climb yourself up in the boat. See if we can see where you can put that down in a hole. That's it. Lowrance trolling motor prop number 1. Did we make it 2 months, Joe?
Nope.
We didn't even make it 2 months, right?
Nope.
Generally speaking, we try to be out every Saturday and Sunday. Sometimes life gets in the way and I'm not able to do that.
Where I put it?
We fish a team trail, me and Daniel, and then we also fish a team trail, me and Joseph. So we fish Saturdays with Daniel. I try to fish Sundays with Joseph. For example, this Sunday, there's no event scheduled, but I will still take out Epic Fisherman Jim and maybe go practice somewhere, do something different. We'll see. I also want to pull the dash out to check that loose wire why the depth finder shuts off every time. If you're going to buy a boat, be prepared to turn wrenches. Peace out.